Today's topic is phylum Aschelhelminthus. Aschelminthus. The body of these phylum is circular in cross section. That means if you take the body, that is round. If you cut it, it is circular. Hence the name is called as roundworms. They are free living. They may be aquatic, terrestrial on lands, parasitic in plants and animals. They have organ system level of body organization. They are bilateral symmetrical, triploblastic and pseudocoelomate. I shall not be going over these terms because you already know these terms, what these means. Now we have a difference in alimentary canal. It is complete. Till now we were having only one mouth or one cyclostome or one osculum, which was acting as the entry and exit of the food particles. Here it is complete. So this is what we have a difference out here. It is complete with a well developed muscular pharynx. Pharynx is muscular through which the food passes through. An excretory tube removes body waste from the body cavity through the excretory pore. So we have an excretory pore, outlet is different. Sexes are separate, that means two different, male is different and female is different, and this is called as dioecious. Often females are longer than males. This is the distinguishing feature which you have to do in practicals. You have to identify the female ascaris which is longer than males. As you can see in the figure, female is bit longer and male is shorter. Then fertilization is internal and internal takes place inside the body, and development may be direct. That means it can directly, zygote can develop into adult, or it may be indirect. Examples: ascaris, that is roundworm, which is the fungal disease, we call it roundworm. It takes the round underneath the skin. Vaucheria, filarial worm. Vaucheria boncrafti, that is, it causes filariasis or elephantiasis, or it is the big leg disease. And ankylostoma, which is a hookworm. Another phylum today we shall be doing is Annelida. Annelida, whenever we say the name Annelida, we must remember there is one term, that is metameric segmentation, and Annelida means earthworm. They may be aquatic, they may be marine or freshwater, terrestrial, free living, and sometimes parasitic. These are all common till now. Again, it is organ system level of body organization and bilateral symmetry. They are triploblastic, same earlier, bilateral symmetry, same earlier one, but metamerically segmented is different from the other worms. They are coelomate. That means they have a coelom or body cavity. Here we had pseudocoelomate, that means false body cavity in ascaris or in Aschelminthus. Here we have metameric segmentation, that means their body surface is distinctly marked out into segments or metameres, and hence the phylum gets the name, that is annulus or ring. The same segments can be seen inside the body also and outside the body also. They possess longitudinal and circular muscle which helps in locomotion. Why there was needed of metameric segmentation in this body? Because certain organs, they could function differently, function specifically, and the other part of the body could function differently. Also, in injury, in cases of injury, only that part of a segment is mended or repaired, and it does not affect the whole body. Aquatic annelids like Nereis possesses lateral appendages. Lateral means size, appendages means the limbs. Parapodia, which helps in swimming. These appendages are called as parapodia. Parapodia, podia means legs, para is on the sides. A closed circulatory system is present. Now what is closed circulatory system? That means two types of circulatory systems are there. One type is open in which all the organs they lie in the blood bath, but here in closed they have the arteries, capillaries and veins. Nephridia, another important. Nephridia is, or nephridium in singular, is helping in osmoregulation and excretion. So what is the excretory organ of Annelida? It is nephridia. Nervous system or neuron system consists of paired ganglia. Again, ganglions can be seen. What are ganglions? They are white nerve cords. These are like ganglions. We'll get it on the body of the earthworm, throughout its body. And they are connected by lateral nerves to a double ventral nerve cord. Ventral nerve cord. In our body, nervous system is dorsal, but here in this phylum we have a ventral nerve cord that is also one specific character. Nares, an aquatic form, is dioecious, again two separate sexes, but earthworms and leeches are monoecious. Monoecious means both the sexes are in the same body, or they are called as hermaphrodites. Reproduction is sexual. Leeches, if we name the leeches, they are called as hirudinaria. That means they can suck the blood when they attach to human body as parasite, but they are ectoparasites. That means they also have the metameric segmentation. They also follow all the cases, but they are hermaphrodite in nature and they suck blood. Examples: Nares, Ferretima phosthuma is the earthworm, and Hirudinaria species is the blood-sucking leech. So today we have done in comparatively way roundworms and the segmented worms, that is Annelida. Thank you.